What's up guys, this is One of Just Gaming, and today I've got some Zephys video, and I just played the game a couple of minutes ago. I just wanted to complete some of my codex quests, telling me that I need at least 20 kills with either assassins or warriors, or warrior assassins, that's fine as well. And so I was just like, okay, my girlfriend is sleeping at the moment, we've got some kind of like super Christmas feast. We just had English breakfast, like full English breakfast with some baked beans and bacon and all that sorts of things. So it's perfect time for a nap. And I thought, okay, let's spend the time and just kind of continue with this quest stuff. And it happened that I am playing Zephys in the jungle and it went fairly well. So I wanted to share this video with you. That is the purpose. We are in a ranked match in Diamond 4. And that might explain some things. The opponent wasn't that happy. I just wanted to showcase how good Zephys is if the team composition isn't perfect. So let's give it a shot. We are going to take a look into the build, and then afterwards I've got a really short gameplay. Game went fairly well. And yes, if you like this kind of content, subscribe to Void of Dust Gaming by hitting the subscribe button, put on the notifications. If you like the video, a like is always appreciated, so thumbs up for it. And I'm happy to read some of your comments and thoughts in the comment section below. Let's get started. Alright guys, so I know that some of you people and some of the players out there have tried to perform some sort of tank hybrid build, putting on Spear of Longinus within it, putting on the Frost Cape and stuff like that. In this video I'm going to show you my full attack damage build. The only tank item that we're playing is the Leviathan. That is the jungle item that builds with this Molten Core thing. So we've got Leviathan, we've got the Gilded Greaves, we've got Rank Breaker for the armor penetration. We do have the Omni Arms to give us some attack speed, some attack damage, some lifesteal, and of course we're building Fenrir's Tooth. But basically we're not going to see it because we're going to have so many kills that the game is finished quite quickly. So this is kind of the item stuff, so that's full damage. On the Arcana we're going with full damage as well. As you can see, we do get 45 plus on the normal attacks with the build. We do get armor pierce 100, and we've got some movement speed in there, because we are going to focus mainly on our abilities and auto attacks. So what we're going to do, we are going to use our abilities, and then we are going to put some auto attacks in between the sequence of S1 dash, S2, this kind of flickering thing with our daggers around, or the little spears or whatever is holding in his hand. So this is going to be the build. The build consists of, I'm going to show you this, 10 times Onslaught, that's the normal attack, and the armor pierce. Then we've got Assassinate for the normal attacks, and the movement speed, you want to be a little bit quicker than all the other people out there. And we've got Skewer in there as well for the really nice armor pierce, and that is needed to shred through tanks. Enchantment wise, we're going with a sort of full kind of hybrid build. Of course, you always have some sort of utility in there. This time we're going with Devourer, and we've got Enhanced Restore, as you can see in the first track, like that's the first point. And then we're going with the Deadly Claw, and we're going with Curse of the Death, where we are going to apply some kind of death mark on someone, and then we're inflicting more damage, which works really nice on Zephys, because you've got a super mobile hero, you have a little dash, you've got a jump where you jump into the air and then you bounce on some point of origin that you have chosen, and this works so well. A lot of kills incoming. I nearly finished the quests by just one single match. That's how good the build went. So let's take a look into the gameplay without babbling any further. So what you guys did not see in the beginning of the loading screen, we've got Aquilon as well as Xenis in the enemy team, and both have equipped the jungle talent, which is Punish. So I was a little bit afraid of a counter jungling, because that's what you usually would tend to do. I don't know about how I feel about diamond matches, but usually in the higher elos, what you're going to do is counter gank, because then you can basically punish the enemy for having a jungler, just one single jungler. And what is going to be the cause is that you're not sharing experience points with your jungler. So you keep your jungler strong, and on the other hand, you will just lead to the fact that we are going to benefit from it. So this counter jungling, I would not even say this was kind of counter jungling. That would not be the label for it, if you ask me about it, because what he made really poorly is Zephys was like basically what they did, and we're going to check that out when the game continues. What the guys did was basically Zephys was, okay, I'm going to take the lane. So he would face against Arthur, as you can see right now on the minimap. Zephys is Arthur's opponent. On the other hand, that means that Quillen is going to be in the jungle. If I was Quillen, I would start off blue, and then I would make my way to red, and then afterwards I would go into the AD carry lane and try to snipe out Leville. That would be my course. Therefore, because of that feeling, you can imagine that I would start red as well, so that I can go into the AD carry lane. That would mean that, of course, that makes you walk a little bit further. But if I was Zephys, I would have started off blue, get into blue buff, get into the first monster up there on the way to Abyssal Dragon. Then I would make a play with Quillen, with 4 people on the bottom lane, on the top lane. And then afterwards, I would go back to my lane. The only thing that's going to happen is that you will give Arthur basically 2 or 3 waves for free. But in the end, what could happen is that you stomp the AD carry top lane at the very first sight. And you will get experience points not only from blue buff, Mike Golem, and the jungle creep next to it, but you would also deny that stuff to the enemy jungler. So that would make a worth play. That's, in my opinion, that would have been the way that I would have chosen as Zephys. But I just realized that most of the people are not really paying attention or thinking about what the lane design is, how they can swap lanes and stuff like that. Look at that Vera. Here we go. We've got those 2 in there. I'm pressing my button in the very right moment. If not for the sake of God, that would have happened to be a death for me, but I was pressing enhanced restore at the very right point. The problem with Zephys is a little bit executed in his design, because the main issue is the lower your health gets, the more armor you will have. That's a little bit of a it's a little honeypot. So you would want to go in, and then afterwards you will go and have your health replenished, because you know that you're going to be a lot more tanky, and that's going to cause a lot of trouble if you don't time it wisely. It's all about precision timing and stuff like that. So we have made a really good entrance. We have 4 kills right now. I was super lucky on getting those kills. So to be honest, the enemy team wasn't that good. Look at that. I do get the buff, and I do get the Quillen as well. So that was super lucky, and I'm super lucky as well, because Arduin doesn't have the mechanics or the tools to get into my range. I was thinking about, okay, should I jump in and get on Vera here? But I taught myself around Christmas, let's be calm and let's be modest. So I know that I can be super greedy, and I've got a super greedy gameplay, but this time I'm playing a lot of World of Tanks right now. And what World of Tanks is teaching you is to be a little bit more on the passive side, to let the game flow, check where are some opportunities, and then take them, and then go afterwards out immediately. Not staying in the lane, not waiting for some harassment is key, and therefore we are going to pick the little things that we like. We are some kind of cherry picker, so we're picking the cherries in the right spots, we're making the kills, and then we're going out straight again back into the jungle lane. As you can see, I only have 15 stacks on my jungle items so far, so this is going to be some kind of stack race that I'm going to play really soonish. Again, I'm dealing damage on the Vera. Really nice entrance from Arthur here. And now we've got some dead Valheim. No, we can't make it. We can't make it with that one, but we made it with Cully. Cully was able to get to him, and here we go, dead Quillen again. Quillen is like one of the most mobile champions in the game because he has this massive speed increasement, so he should really pay attention to this and play the game around this ultimate. That's the deal. Of course, heroes are playing them, the kits differently. That's why they are different. That's the deal behind it. So again, as you can see, we are dealing a ton of damage. We're able to get a double kill here, I guess. Is that the double kill time? No, it isn't. So I need to be super careful because right now we are having a lot of damage from the sides. And then here comes Quillen. We do get some legendary stuff. Oh, this is the double kill. And here we go. My dashing forward, putting out both spears into his head is working quite nicely. And now we are going in. And this is like the next tower that we're getting. What we were doing really nicely was the focus on the towers. Here I sacrificed myself for the team. Or for me, or for whoever. I just sacrificed myself. So 10-1 right now. Game is going really, really solid. But as you can see, we are dominating the game entirely. 18 versus 7. So we've got more than 10 kills more than the enemy team. And that comes, of course, they had another team composition. And the team composition that they were playing had another goal or another line of game flow in their conception. That was like the problem about it. And they didn't play around that. They tried to play a normal game, not using Frostbite or not using the jungle talent to the very best. And I think what's going to cause, that was the one that was going to cause a lot of trouble. Here I'm stacking up my items. That's the deal behind that. 19 stacks here. And now I wanted to go in and try to get some stuff. And what you can see right now is that even if you are leading in terms of kills, you can always throw the game. So in this case, what we had was a 4 versus 2 situation on the top lane. Our team was fighting and was overexposing a lot, while we had the opportunity on getting some stuff on the other hand. But we didn't. Like, that's always something that you should bear in mind. Like, if your team is making a play on the one side, you need to be careful on the other side. So if, for example, Laville and Crash are pushing a lot up on top and they will have a situation where 4 people are fighting against them and they both get killed, we should at least take a tower at that moment. But that's some kind of stuff that both sides should pay attention to. Like, it's not some kind of like a single way strategy. So you should always bear in mind, if you're doing something for the team, then someone else should be able to work on the other side as well. So that's the main idea behind that. And if you're putting some weight into the like the basket or whatever that thing is called in English, of course it should be some kind of even. So don't throw your life away just because you think that you might just be able to push something. You can even ping something like that. Like if you are going on to the top lane and you know that there might be some enemies facing you, ping your team that they should go for example, bottom tower. So they know that you have the idea of keeping the enemy distracted on the one hand, and then on the other hand, you can go in and finish off some stuff. That might be the purpose. But a lot of people are not pinging, and that's sad because it's a really cool and a really short form of communication. So now Arthur was going back. I think the main reason was because Quillen was down at the bottom lane. So he wanted to defend that. But in a situation like that, where the whole enemy team is dead and the only person who is surviving is Quillen, you should just go in and help your team to finish the job. Don't port back if you have 2 towers between the core and you've got the Nexus straight up and you can damage that. So we do get another star. This is my record for I'm actually playing ranked games and I'm actually making progress. For all the people out there on the Discord channel who don't believe me, we got MVP and yeah, 12 to 5, as I said, I nearly finished the job on the stuff. 24.5, 2026, and the most fight participation. And all I've got to say is thank you. See you on the next video, guys. Bye-bye.